Alright, you guys have been asking me to do this for a very long time. This is a very simple grocery haul on my contest prep as a vegan men's physique competitor. There it is. Now, of course, this is not all the food that I'm going to be eating this week. This is just what I've gotten from this trip. A lot of people ask the question, how much do you spend per week on your groceries? And that can totally depend on whether I'm eating kind of like cheap, nutrient-dense foods like black beans and potatoes and rice and things like that. They're all very cheap, tofu, things like that. Or if I'm doing more expensive things like these meat replacements, like these, and then of course the price will go up. So it can be anywhere between like $75 and $150, $175 a week. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. Hopefully this can kind of give you guys some ideas for grocery hauls for yourself, and you can kind of just pick apart what you think maybe you want to include in your grocery list. I figure that's probably the most useful reason for this type of video. Now, everything is not necessarily in these bags. I took one item of everything, so I didn't want to bring like 6 blocks of tofu up here. I just wanted to bring one block because this room is actually a little bit farther away from my refrigerator than you might expect. First bag. Let's go through it. It's all completely random. There's no organization to this at all. So, black bean spaghetti. This stuff has a crazy amount of protein. 25 grams per serving. There's 4 servings in this bag, so it's 100 grams of protein in here. This is a very necessary thing for kind of like making up for your macros in terms of protein as a vegan or vegetarian or whatever. You guys probably know this. My bean game is very strong, so I've got myself some black beans. I probably get like 4 or so cans of this a week. Got myself some refried beans. You guys know the refried beans are the ones that I really love. Rosarita vegetarian beans, super, super good, because then I combine those with a man-sized tortilla and we make a mandilla. You guys know how it works. It's just 2 ingredients and it's freaking perfection. So yeah, these 2 things are a staple in my meals. Plus, I live really close to Mexico, so there's a huge Mexican influence on all this food that I eat. Some of this DAIYA cheese, I love this DAIYA cheese. I know a lot of people say they're better cheese alternatives, but I really like DAIYA cheese. So sometimes I'll put this in all sorts of different stuff, my pasta or my mandillas, whatever. Also, my 2 favorite vegetables, which are green beans and broccoli. I think I get 3 of each, maybe 4 of each week, and basically I have 1/2 of each bag each day. So I'll have 4 servings. I'll have like 2 servings from this, 2 servings from this each day. It's a really good way to get my macros in, my micros in, but also I just really like the way they taste. There's lots of protein in them, and when I'm cutting, they're very filling to have lots of vegetables. Next bag, the salad bag. So as you guys know, I love to eat me some salad. I usually have an entire bag with 1 meal, and because salad is so high in volume, like there's so much in here, but this is the whole bag, I think, is 60 calories. So I really like it because I can chew a lot. And then on top of the salad, I love to put mushrooms, but I also love to just put mushrooms in anything. Anytime I'm sauteing, I just put a bunch of mushrooms in there. They're so sweet. You put a little soy sauce or something, get a little salty. They're so tasty. I swear they're delicious. Then of course, I've got my lime juice and my lemon juice. These are great for seasoning stuff that you're frying in a pan. So just seasoning right there. Tofu, this is huge. I have probably about 5 or 6 blocks of tofu a week. Now, I get the extra firm version. A lot of people ask what brand do I like. I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me what brand it is. As long as it's non-GMO and it's extra firm, because the extra firm stuff is the stuff that you can slice into pieces and fry up in a frying pan, whereas the softer versions, they kind of just crumble under a knife. So yeah, extra firm is the way to go with this stuff. Plus it's cheap. It's $1.50 for a block, which is 300 calories, 350 calories. Pretty solid. Also, because I actually got my groceries yesterday, not today, I've eaten a few of these bagels. I like bagels a lot. I really like bagels. A lot of people are worried about whether or not bagels are vegan. Almost all of them are vegan, man. Not a lot of them actually use egg anymore. But yeah, check the back before you go get them. I like these bagels. These ones specifically are Sara Lee. But yeah, they're super, super good. 260 calories. And it's just kind of a quick snack if I'm ever like, dang, I'm empty on food. I need to have a meal, but I don't have time. Bagel, perfect. Next bag. This bag, I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be like, oh my gosh, bro, you don't eat enough whole foods, you eat so many preservative processed foods. But to be honest, listen to me. There are a lot of people in this world that do a lot of terrible things and a lot more destructive things than eating some meat alternatives. There's a lot of people that smoke cigarettes, there's a lot of people that drink. binge drink alcohol every single day, start drinking in the mornings, drink throughout their jobs. There's a lot of people who, you know, do all sorts of crazy stuff that's detrimental to their own health and the health of others. I'm just having some alternative meats, you know, so don't be too crazy on me. I really like this stuff, and I'm gonna cut it down as I get closer to competition, so I hold less water and whatnot, but for now, it's perfectly fine. So I've got all sorts of GARDEIN products. These are the 7-grain crisps. These are great to oven bake and then cut them into pieces. You put them on your salad. I should really talk to GARDEIN about sponsorship. These are turkey cutlets. These are just kind of, I mean, they're pretty basic. They're none of this, all this is vegan, by the way. The GARDEIN brand is completely vegan. These are turkey cutlets. Basically, I just like make these with potatoes if I want something kind of like hearty. Super good. Then of course we got Szechuan! Yeah, Szechuan beef! This is just delicious. This is probably one of the best ones that they have. And it comes with a little bit of sauce in it, so I'm really stoked about that. I just kind of like throw it into a frying pan, wait until it's defrosted, throw some sauce in it, and then people are like, you're such a chef, bro. You're such a super chef. I'm not a super chef. But this GARDEIN stuff makes you feel like it. This stuff, I had fish tacos this weekend, which was pretty bomb for Easter, and basically we use these fishless breaded fillets and then cut them into pieces, put them in a taco shell, and put all the other stuff in there, lettuce, guac, tomatoes, all that good stuff. Had some delicious tacos, very good. These are awesome because they're lower calorie. These are chickenless teriyaki strips, I think? Strips, yeah. These are 120 calories per, and there's 3 servings, so it's actually a lot lower because most of them are 200 calories per serving, and there's 3 servings. But these have 14 grams per serving. These are like super basic, lower calorie but high in protein, and has sauce included as well. So those are the GARDEIN products I use. I'll go through probably 2 or 3 a week, maybe 4 if I'm getting saucy, and then the other times I'll have like tofu or something instead of one of these. But yeah, I really like these. They're a little bit more expensive, so that's why I'm saying sometimes these grocery hauls can get a little bit more expensive if you opt for the more GARDEIN meat replacement type stuff. This is awesome. I found these, and it was kind of just like a random whim that I found these. This is a vegetarian, vegan, garlic and roasted veggie ravioli. So they make the inside of this ravioli with soy ricotta, and it's so good, dude. Ravioli are so tasty, and ricotta cheese is so good. Shout out to Travis S, he knows. But ricotta, of course, is cheese, right? They make this dope soy ricotta they put in here, and it tastes the same to me, dude, especially with red sauce. I think it's so good. But yeah, anyways, I got this for my own just like taste pleasure. It's kind of high in carbs, so that'll be kind of a replacement for carbs instead of like potatoes or rice. Then of course, with my salad, here's my salad dressing of choice. It is Lighthouse Sesame Ginger. I think this stuff is so tasty. It is super sweet. I don't know, I just love it to death. And finally, let's go to the last bag here. The last bag is all my fruits I just want to show you guys. So I got myself some fresh strawberries. This stuff all generally goes into my shakes, but sometimes I have a little bit of it, you know, in actual chewing. So this is an apple. I probably get about 10 to 15 apples a week because I do 1 in my shake in the morning, and then I do 1 in between my cardio and weight training. I do my strawberries in my shake. Of course, I take bananas, and this is a little bit not ripe yet. A lot of people like it with a little green tip. I like it all the way yellow and spotted. It's so good. But what I'll do is I'll take these when they're ripe, cut them up into slices, freeze them in a Ziploc bag, put them in my freezer. Then when I make my shakes in the morning, I just pull out a bag of frozen bananas, throw them in the blender. No prep, it's super easy. And also sometimes I'll eat a banana, but usually I shake them. Sometimes I eat. And then finally, these vegetables. So potatoes, I'll probably get like a 10-pound bag a week because they're like $3, $4. If I don't use them all, then I just save them for the next week because they last for a really long time. I love potatoes to death. You just scrub the dirt off, slice it all the way around, and then put it in the microwave for about 4 or 5 minutes. It'll cook the entire thing. You can pull it apart because you sliced it, throw the 2 slices onto a frying pan, and then just saute the inside so it gets the golden brown. That's what a thick solid type potato is. And finally, I've got a carrot to represent a larger bag of carrots in the fridge. These I'll cut up kind of diagonal, and I'll throw these in with the green beans and the broccoli and the mushrooms and make a kind of like a big flurry of different vegetables, and it is so, so tasty. So there's the haul. Of course, there are some other things I didn't actually bring up here and show you physically. I've got lots of almond milk. I probably buy 3 or 4 almond milks a week. I buy a ton of brown rice. I cook it all at once, put it into a giant Ziploc bag, put it in the fridge, and then I have cooked brown rice that literally I can just add at the end of a saute and have a bunch of brown rice in there, or whatever I could use brown rice for. I use olive oil. I use coconut oil for sauteing. There's a few other things, you know, some spices, garlic powder, chili powder, cayenne powder, black peppercorn, salt, turmeric. There's a few different things that I haven't included in this exact grocery haul because it's always different. I always kind of vary it. I keep my main staples like my tofu and my meat replacements, my fruits and stuff. But then the other stuff kind of like rotates around and stuff. So I thought it would be fun to just show you guys what I eat. Maybe this will spawn some ideas for you. I eat all this stuff when I'm cutting and also when I'm bulking. Some of the stuff I do not eat, like the salads and stuff, I'll only eat when I'm cutting. I save that kind of for like a cutting exclusive food. That way I have something to look forward to when I'm cutting because I actually really like salads. But really like all this stuff I just eat the same-ish stuff in smaller amounts when I'm cutting or bigger amounts when I'm bulking. It's very straightforward. Hopefully this gives you some ideas though for yourself to get yourself ready for like shredding up or bulking, whatever it is. Just give you some ideas for some solid whole foods. Anyways guys, I've never done one of these grocery hauls before, so I hope this was good. I really don't know how I'm gonna tackle these in the future, but if you guys did like this, I'm sure I'll do more for you guys. I'd love to hear what you think about this. I'd love to hear what you would add to this grocery haul or what you take away, what you did or didn't like about this. So make sure you leave that in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe. Other than that, Team Beyond the Week. CT.
Lift heavy or die, MIRIN, motherfucker.